Hello, my name is Vortex Warp, and welcome back to episode 5 on the Ancientcraft server. From Big Hole in the Ground number 1, Big Hole in the Ground number 2, Big Hole in the Ground number 3. That's right guys, we are back and we've been doing some massive digging since the last episode. This big hole here is actually courtesy of Golby15. This is the joint project in our base. The villager trading hall, and you may notice we've got a ton of villagers, which I'm going to show you how we got them. Well, yeah, I'm going to show you how we got them in a minute. But yeah, this is really cool. He's got this beacon which he brought over from spawn. We're working on getting another one for us at the moment here. And you can see there's a bunch of villagers around, which I'm going to show you in just a second. But yeah, this is the villager trading hall that Golby dug out. And we're going to put the villagers in and build up. Then we've got this, which is going to be an entrance to that second hole you saw, which is underneath my tower, which comes down, and that's going to be the underground area of my tower. The first hole is just a strip mine we were working on using the haste 2 effect. We've updated to the snapshot, so now we're in the latest snapshot, or the second to latest snapshot, 17W17B, or is it 18B, I'm not sure. But not the most recent one, but the second most recent one. And yeah, this is really, really cool. I like it a lot. Now, as you can see from my mining, I've got 57 diamonds. This iron is actually Golby's. I've got this iron is Golby's, so I'm going to put that in there. But the rest of this is my stuff. I've got a bunch of redstone, a bunch of coal, a couple of emeralds, a couple of lapis blocks, and my torches. And yeah, there's an ender too, which I will show you later this episode. But first, I'm going to pop up to the top and show you the villager breeder we've been working on, which is really awesome. But yeah, and then we're going to crack back down here and show you what our plan is. Okay guys, welcome back, and this is the villager breeder. This is what I have created. So we've got this glass, and the design is by XX Mr. Beast XX. His channel will be in the iCards in the top right of your screen now. And as you can see, we've got the villagers in here. The food comes around here, it feeds them, and then the babies drop down here. This is my shulker box, by the way. Yep, I got given this last episode, so let's make sure we've got that. The babies come down here, up there. When they grow up, they can swim up. They swim up there, down there, and then Golby hooked that up to the little area down the base before there. And I've also got all these chests which were full of crops, but now seem to have been emptied. There's 5 melon in there. And if we head over this direction, there's the tower, and there is the beacon where we just were. And if we head over this direction, we can see that Golby has set up this crop farm. So this is Golby's crop farm, and he has built this. And as you see, what I'm walking on right now is actually, I believe, the water stream that takes the crops over to the village breeder. So, yep, let's come up here. So I turned fancy graphics on, by the way. Hope you like the new leaves and stuff. But yeah, so we've got the villagers. Oh, what am I doing? The villagers in here breeding the crops, and they throw it to the middle. And I'm not actually sure how we get to there. But if I just hop over there, we can see, yeah. Okay, it's not loading in. Hey, we've got some love hearts there. That's good. Where does the crops actually come through? I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know if they're actually 100% hooked up yet. But yeah. That's that. What? Where do the crops actually come from? I need to find this out. Hold on. Okay, so I've just thrown some potatoes in, and we're going to follow them all the way, but I don't know if we're going to be able to catch up with them. But yeah, the potatoes come along here, and the carrots, of course, along this tunnel, and end up here. Boom. Then, oh, what has Golby set up? Oh, this is the channel for the villagers. Help me, get me out. I don't really know. Okay, let's set up a shulker box. Let's get some potatoes in there. Brilliant. Okay, now I need to find my way out of this place. What's along here? Aha. This is this hole. There we go. Okay, so these are our farmer dudes, and we've got potatoes there, 15, I think that's the lowest, 16 and 16. So what we do, we'd come along with our potatoes, we put them in there, grab the emeralds, put them in there, grab the emeralds, we get the water deal achievement. think, yep, we've locked the achievement, we've locked it there. So then we would exit. Boop. Hopefully he redeems us. Don't know if he has. Nope. So then we go and we trade one of our emeralds for some pumpkin pie, which is what I've been eating. And then hoping he redeems ourselves. God, he looks like he's done a rage quit there. If not, we can buy ourselves a cake. I mean, why not? Yum yum. He looks like he's unlocked. Yeah, and now we can see the potato trade is unlocked again. So then we just put the potatoes in here. Trade them for emeralds. He's locked, so we exit. Hope he unlocks. Let's lay down our shulker box. He's unlocked, good. So now we grab some more potatoes. And we trade away. Okay, now of course on our emeralds we head over here, lay down our shulker box, grab them out of there. I've traded a few away. And then we come over to these villagers. That's the cartographer, we don't like him. Librarian, feather falling. Let's see if we've got any good trades that Golby's found. Knockback, none of them are really good. Aqua affinity. I believe he said he found a mending villager, but I'm not sure. There he is. Didn't have proof from him. The screenshot he sent me was wrong. Bane of arthropods. We're on the last guy. Oh, efficiency 2. Bane of arthropods. Oops, I didn't mean to hit you. Silk touch. That would be a good one to get actually. Fortune. Knockback. Aqua affinity. Where is he? It might be this dude. Mending! 38 emeralds. Oh, and we need some books. Okay, so we should be able to get a mending then. Right, I've just grabbed some books from base. And now we've got our emeralds and our books. We can put our books in there. Our emeralds in there. We can get ourselves a mending book. We can get ourselves a second mending book. Just from that trading of those potatoes. So now I've got 2 mending books. And all we need now is an anvil. Which I'm assuming we do not have. Because why would we have an anvil? That's just ridiculous. Oh, and look, Golby seems to have brought over some carrots, which is kind of him. So I'm going to trade a bit more with them, see if I can get myself another mending book, to be honest. Okay guys, welcome back, and now it's time to start work on the god machine for the villagers. So we're going to have a machine where we have this panel here. We stand here and we go, I would like a villager, yes please. Maybe we'll have a different button for that. A villager will pop along, come out of this minecart, down here, and then he will pop into this cell. Stupid tutorial on the side. And we can check with him, see if he's good. If he's not, if he is, we can press that button. That will send him up round a little display and then into one of the cells. And if he isn't, we press that button and he gets killed far away from the village. So that's the basic idea, but we actually need to hook up the redstone. I've got this entity cramming chamber right here. So we've got the villagers held in here, and when they're in the hitbox of the ladder, they do not count towards the entity cramming. So we can store a lot of villagers in that chamber. And we've got this dispenser here, and this picks up the villagers and takes them down here. I think for this chamber, for this trading thing, we're gonna drop them down. Now, obviously, we're gonna have the villagers in sections like this. And then we're going to have pillars of log here. So I think, yeah. I mean, this seems like a pretty optimum location. That's the location that Golby chose originally. So I think I'm going to build it right here. So the villager is going to sit there. We're going to sit here and trade with him. So to get him there, we're going to obviously have a rail. Rail. Like that. Yeah. So we're gonna try and make him come from above. So the villager's gonna come from above. Let's clear out a little space. So the aim is to get the villager into this cell. So he's gonna come out of here. He's gonna be taken along like so. So I'll go along, up, up again. Like so. And along here. Now these rails I got from Rail Duper over there. I think we're allowed to use these. Golby's been using it. He actually built this. We're just using this to dupe rails, and I'm assuming we're allowed to use it to dupe carpets as well. So yeah, that'll be that. But yeah, I think it's gonna turn out really well, this. So let's pop up here. And we're gonna have these running here. And we don't want one there, we want one there, and we can break this away. Now, let's have a look at this. So the villager, we're going to call for a villager. He's going to be picked up, or not. Okay, maybe we need to do a bit of work on this. I think it actually needs to come in like so. So this one needs to be curved, that one needs to be like that. Crops in. Villagers out. Okay, welcome back, and we've made a lot of progress on the God Machine and the villager trading place in general. We've got these farmers here, which were probably here last time. Golby has hooked up the crop dispensing stuff into here. So now we're filling up these chests with potatoes and carrots, ready for trading above their heads. And we've got the God Machine in here, and I've just started work blocking off a few of these. So up here we've got the stairs, which go up like so. And they go like this, and it's looking rather good, and then they go up to the top here, and this is the area. Now I'm just going to speak to Deer High for a moment to see if he can buy any mending books, so I'll be right back once I've done that. Okay guys, welcome back, and we actually just traded some shulker boxes. We got 64 shulker shells for 10 mending books I had, and we got these shulker boxes, all these shulker boxes, and then there's a chest of shulker boxes here, so we've got 32 shulker boxes in total, and it's really cool. Now I'm just going to show you I finished the God Machine, as you can see. So we've got yes and no. God, we put those signs there, and we've colour coded it with walls. So at the moment there was no villagers when I requested one, so we can just click no to get rid of him. The minecart will go off, it will be taken away, and then within a couple of seconds we should get another villager coming through. We can trade with him. Do we want him? He's a shepherd. No. So we press nah. And if we look up here, we should see him. Yep, we saw him there get killed. Then a new villager should come in. A butcher. And I think he's actually the last one in the system at the moment. So I'm gonna accept him, but I don't actually want him. But if we were to accept him, he would come through. Oh dear. Somebody tampered with the timings. What's gone wrong? Yes. Huh. It kept it that time. I think it was a partial problem with lag, which we're going to need to sort out. But aside from that, the problem is sorted, and this is working a treat. And when we get some more villagers in, I'll show it to you in action, actually working properly. But yeah, that is that. And I think, oh dear, I think it's really cool, to be quite fair. And we've got this villager trading hall. Golby's added the staircase to it now. So if I just take you through here, as you can see, we can come up here. We have this here, we have a little balustrade going round, and then we can come up here, like so. And as you can see, we've got this big cobblestone thing here to stop zombies and such like getting in. And we're going to at some point replace this with a 5x4 door. A 5x4 door or a 5x5 door, a door there. But yeah. And then this is our current entrance to the hall. I've moved the beacon down, by the way, so because it was a little bit in the way. Now if we head over to the villager trading place, the breeding place, you can see they're breeding. We've got some babies here. But a lot of crops are being wasted because they're coming up through this elevator that Golby's installed. So now we've got a switch to switch between keeping the crops and destroying the crops. The crops come up here and they go into the water stream. But we've got an issue. That issue is that when we updated 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of villagers, can I count 5 maybe? Yeah, 5 sets of 2 villagers died. Oh, we just saw a baby pop out. We just saw a baby pop out and there he goes. But yeah, they all died, so now there's loads of crops being wasted because they're not actually being bred. They didn't die, they just disappeared. So we're going to have to get them back in at some point. But I haven't got the time to do that right now. So I thought I'd show you my shulker boxes and how we've been trading with the villagers and all the villagers that I've got. So I'm going to head down and show you them right now. Boom. Here's Golby. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the farmers that we trade to get the stuff. And the crops come through here. Seems like, yep, they're coming through now. And over here we've got a few people to trade with. Just simple tools with some armourers. Not very that amazing. And we've got a few more armourers here, basic ones. And then we've got villagers. So we've got Silk Touch for 16 emeralds. That is a good trade. Mending for 38. That's inexpensive, but it's a mending book and that's the only mending villager. Looting 3 for 11 and Unbreaking 3 for 16. That is a really good villager, I have to say. That's a good trade. And yeah, and we've got basic few other librarians there. So what happens is the crops come in from their heads, and I think I've showed you this at the start. I may have even done a time lapse. But I come in here and trade with them, get my emerald stocks up, and it's really quite fun, to be honest. You can just click away, do your thing, get your emeralds, and then if you want you can come, oh, maybe there's a villager in here, so you press the no button. Okay guys, so whilst we're waiting for some more villagers to come through and some more crops, I thought I would show you the actual thing. Hey, does that turn the brightness up? That's cool. Anyway, yeah, so in here we have a dispenser with minecarts, and basically what happens is the minecart will get sent off. Now this chamber is hooked up to this rail, so basically whenever a minecart's sent off, these pistons will push as the minecart's here, and it will push the villager into the minecart. Now the reason we have this 3-wire chamber is to stop entity cramming, as when the mobs are in the hitbox of the ladder. Hey, we've got a weaponsmith here. When the mobs are in the hitbox of the ladder, they do not affect entity cramming, so they don't die. So this is by Nembomb MC, this design of cramming chamber. Then I've added the pistons and the rails here so we can pick them up. And the pistons are so because otherwise they can't be picked up because of their hitbox of the ladder. But anyway, they come along here and up here. It'll fall down into the trading chamber. Once we're in the trading chamber, we've obviously got our 2 options, the no and the yes. And as we get this new villager in to do some trading with, I'm going to in a second show you what each button does. So yeah, we got that there. And I've got, I think, a spare tools shulker box here. So I've got all my spare tools from the trading here. And it's almost full. What have we unlocked? That sword. Let's see if we can unlock the next trade. And yeah, I'm basically just doing this over and over again. Say hello to E-Man. Any good trades? Ooh. Knockback 1. Efficiency. Yeah, let's keep that. Why not? Now let's hope it works. So if we head behind here, it might be quite hard to see, but when we press the yes button, the villager is sent up. And as he come up here, I think that's him actually, isn't it? Is this him? Yes, this is our villager, so it does work. It was just a flaw before with the timings. But yeah. So the villager, he comes up here every time, the minecart, as you can see here. This piston will retract, allowing him to come up here. And by default, he would go right, up here, and here. Now when he's on this activator rail, oh, that was close, he's kicked off into that block, and as soon as he lands on that block, if we display this with an item, he will be on that block, stood there, he will land on there, and then, yeah, the block beneath him retracts because of this tripwire that I'm stood in, and that redstone back there, and he falls to his death and dies far away from the village so it doesn't affect our score. The minecart carries on here, which triggers this detector rail, which triggers this redstone, which basically sends the minecart off again to get a new villager and back into the breeding setup, the trading setup. Yeah, anyway, if we press the yes button, this rail switches, so he comes out and he goes left, and then he goes along here and out, and then this powers this redstone line here, which if you just come along, powers this, so we get the rail powering and the chamber firing, but it also powers this dispenser, which gives us a new minecart. Okay, so that's the basic premise of the design, and I haven't encountered a flaw with it yet after that one we had, and I've been doing a little bit of trading, but I'm hoping to get it obviously flawless, so I'm going to try and aim for that for the next episode. I was going to show you my shulker boxes. I've obviously got the basic redstone, wood and stone ones here, and then a couple of others including valuables, and I'm going to probably sort through them and show them in the next episode. Oh yeah, got a wither skeleton skull. I was going to include that footage in this episode. I might include it as a blooper at the end, I don't know, but sadly I'm out of time for today, so I'm going to have to finish up there. My name's been Vortex Warp, and this video has sadly come to an end. Remember to hit the subscribe button and the like button down below if you enjoyed. Roll the end cards.